I hate retro studio logos. Let's share. Oh, okay. Elizabeth B. Carey, who demanded top billing. 1,000 years ago.
On this bright summer day, an express truck is stopping in front. Beside the truck, there's a big box which the express man is delivering to Jimmy's family.
During dinner.
As we watch what happens to the box, we're going to find out many things about sharing with others.
Great.
Do you know what we mean by sharing?
Communism.
Do you know what kinds of things we share? Do you know why we share? And how we share?
When we share and who
Let's
we share.
find out. Here's Jimmy to answer the doorbell. Isn't he surprised to see such a big box?
It's a major
It's
award.
from his grandfather, who lives in a city hundreds of miles away. Now, what do you suppose is in it?
It's a MacGuffin. It doesn't matter what's in it. It's just there to advance the plot.
Here's Jimmy's mother. Jimmy will get a hammer to open the box while Mother signs the receipt for it.
Ball, peen, or claw?
Just think. This express man is but one of many people
The
who
hammer.
have shared in the work of bringing the box here
What kind of
from
hammer?
the faraway city where grandfather lived.
Mom!
That's one kind of sharing, isn't it?
I mean, I guess.
Mother certainly is happy to receive the box. Jimmy's happy, too. Now he shares in the work of opening the box.
Just let me do it.
Let's see what's in it. Oh, new books.
Aw, no Blu-rays.
Jimmy and his mother and father will share these books. They'll read and enjoy them together. So it's only fair that Jimmy should share in the work of unpacking them.
His degree in modern American literature makes unpacking these books a cinch.
It's like this with everything in Jimmy's family. He shares in its pleasures, and he shares in the work.
What's the pleasure part again?
Before long, the box is empty. Doesn't work go quickly when you share it? And it's fun working together.
Citation needed.
Jimmy thinks the box would make a fine lemonade stand. Mother thinks so, too. Jimmy could set it up in front of the house.
As far away as possible.
Mother helps Jimmy take it out. This is another way to share work, isn't it?
Yep.
The lemonade stand will be fun, but there's another thing Jimmy must think about.
Franchising costs.
He promised his father he'd weed the flower garden today.
Sorry, Dad. Capitalism.
Jimmy decides there'll be plenty of time to pull the weeds after he has set up the lemonade stand.
Procrastination station.
Mother offers to make some lemonade while Jimmy fixes up the stand.
And that's how Jamba Juice was born.
Lemonade, 3 cents.
Is that a lot back now?
Well, it didn't take long for Jimmy to set himself up in business with his mother's help. Now, all he needs is some customers.
Time to buy some Facebook data.
Here come some of Jimmy's friends.
Hi, some of Jimmy's friend.
Betty wants to be the first to try out Jimmy's lemonade.
She's one of the big influencers in the 3rd grade. Is this probiotic?
And there seem to be 2 more customers. Oh, Jimmy will sell lots of lemonade.
And wheatgrass shots.
But, there's only 1 more glass.
A bidding war ensues.
Jimmy has 2 glasses and 3 customers.
This just seems really avoidable.
Should he ask them to share the glasses? No, that wouldn't be healthy. You see, there are some things we do not share.
Like juice cups, needles, and Hulu passwords.
Betty has an idea. Wouldn't it be fun if they all shared in the business? Betty could bring some more glasses from her house.
We got a lot of tumblers.
Tom could bring a dishpan for washing the glasses.
No thanks.
And maybe Ann could get more lemons from her house.
I'm more interested in
If
marketing.
they made this a partnership, then they could all share in the work and the fun of a business. They could make the stand bigger and better, too.
And develop a juice app.
But Jimmy doesn't like that idea. He wants to run the lemonade stand alone and have all the fun.
What fun.
Well, if Tom can't have any lemonade, Betty doesn't want any either.
It's Yelp o'clock.
Neither does Ann. Of course, it's Jimmy's business. He has a right to decide not to share it.
Religious freedom, baby.
But now there's nothing for him to do but pour the lemonade out and wait for another customer.
Hey, he could have sold that at Trader Joe's as dirty lemonade at a substantial markup.
Here's the postman. He and Jimmy are good friends.
In a relative sense.
He'd like to buy some lemonade. But which was the glass Betty used?
Cootie Town.
Jimmy will have to wash the glasses. Will the postman wait? No, he thinks Jimmy needs a partner, someone to share the work. Then his customers wouldn't have to wait.
Read the tea leaves,
Well,
Jimmy.
Jimmy did have an offer of help, but Jimmy doesn't want to share his fun and his business. It wouldn't be his anymore.
Little Stevie
The
Jobs.
postman knows that when we share things, there is often more for everybody. Just think of the things we share. We share the sidewalks with others.
Begrudgingly.
Automobile drivers share the streets with others.
Also
We
begrudgingly.
share schools and churches,
Arby's and opium dens.
parks and playgrounds.
Off-track betting.
Now, how do we share the slide? By taking turns, of course.
Anyway, you probably have mail to deliver.
Here's a top.
Cool!
How could 4 children share it?
Incept one kid's dream 3 levels deep.
Why, they could take turns. Then each one would have a chance to spin the top, and they'd all have fun. There are many things we share by taking turns.
Like jury duty and Nana's sponge baths.
Some things we share in other ways. How would you share this pie among 4 people?
Buy more pies?
Why, you'd cut it into 4 pieces, one for each person. You divide a pie among 4 people.
Serving suggestion.
Many things we share by dividing.
Just ask King Solomon.
And there are other ways to share. Every day as we talk to each other, we share knowledge.
That's how you spell
We
fart.
share experiences. We share ideas. We share these things by telling others about them.
No, you can't share my homework.
And certainly the postman is sharing by helping people send messages to each other.
Also anthrax.
Yes, there are many, many ways in which sharing with others makes more for everybody. So it's important for Jimmy to think about when to share and how to share. He's also thinking about his lemonade stand and how he hasn't made one sale.
I blame Amazon.com.
Here's another thing for Jimmy to think about. He promised to weed the garden.
The house of cards that is Jimmy's life begins to crumble.
Might as well do it now, since he can't seem to sell any lemonade, and he isn't even having any fun.
Boy, Grandpa managed to ruin this day remotely.
Perhaps Jimmy should have shared the lemonade stand after all. Then he wouldn't be alone while his friends are having fun.
They ride by every few minutes to rub his face in it.
Now Jimmy has an idea.
Disposable cups?
An idea about how he can still share with his friends so they'll all have more fun.
I'm gonna need 50 grand from each of you up front.
Jimmy wants to know if Betty and Ann and Tom would like to run the lemonade stand while he finishes weeding the garden.
There's always money in the lemonade
That's a
stand.
good idea. But Betty thinks they should all share in the fun and share in the work. They can divide up 2 and 2.
Can it, Betty? What are you
Then
saying?
take turns running the stand and pulling weeds. Of course, Jimmy agrees to that.
Suckers.
Now that others have shared in fixing up the lemonade stand, it's bigger and better than before. More lemonade, more glasses, and a pan for washing the glasses.
And a customer service department.
What's more, there are customers. Anyone can see that this stand is well run, so it must be a good place to buy lemonade.
50 cents extra will pick the bugs out.
While Betty and Tom have their turn running the stand, Jimmy and Ann weed the garden.
Anne asks herself how she got roped into this.
Now the work goes faster, and it's more fun than working alone.
No, you're doing it wrong. Now I have more work to do after you leave.
Jimmy and Ann pull just about half the weeds. Then, because Betty and Tom want to share alike in the work, as well as the fun, they all change places.
It's a shakeup that spooks
Now
the
Jimmy
shareholders.
and Ann have their turn running the lemonade stand, and everyone is having fun.
We'd like to speak with the manager.
Sharing with others certainly is a good idea, isn't it?
I feel like I'm supposed to say yes, so yes. I think we need to expand into cookies.
Now the lemonade is nearly gone, and Betty is counting the money the group has earned.
1, 2, done.
What do you suppose they'll do with the money?
Invest in Pogs?
Don't you think they'll divide it among them?
You don't know Jimmy.
That's the fair thing to do. And that will be sharing again, won't it?
A premise so labored it should unionize.
Here's Mother, pleased that all the weeds have been pulled, pleased that the lemonade stand has been such a big success.
She demands her cut for making the damn lemonade.
Yes, when Jimmy shared the stand with his friends, and they all shared in the work, Then there was more fun for every member of the group.
Yeah, but about 20% more fun for the boys.
So you learn to share with others. You'll like it. Your friends will like you, too.
It's a bit of a leap, but okay. We'll take your word for it. Geez, Mom, take a breath. Jimmy sold the lemonade stand to Yum Brands for $3 million. He gave each of his friends a $100 check. Good night.